A bipartisan committee of Victoria's Parliament has recommended sweeping changes to the state's 20-year-old anti-vilification laws. It calls for the laws to be strengthened and expanded and says it's time to ban public displays of Nazi symbolism. Ben Knight reports.
8 months of inquiry, 36 recommendations, 2 sides of politics, 1 clear finding.
There is a frustration about the lack of accessibility, and there is a frustration about how ineffective these laws are.
It's just not good enough. We need to do better as a state.
This inquiry found racially motivated prejudice and discrimination is rising in Victoria against Asian, African, Muslim and Jewish communities.
Not only that, they're increasing in their intensity in the level of violence associated with it.
Just today, a Victorian neo-Nazi was charged with assaulting a black security guard at the headquarters of Channel 9. The report says the laws against vilification and incitement aren't working because they're underused and misunderstood by both the public and police.
In the last 20 years, there has only been 2 prosecutions. This is not good enough.
The report's recommendations would lower the threshold to bring prosecutions for incitement and toughen penalties for offenders. It would also make it easier for the public to bring complaints by going through the Equal Opportunity and Human Rights Commission. And it would extend the laws to cover the LGBTQI, HIV positive and disabled communities for the first time.
1 in 3 LGBTIQ Victorians has experienced harassment in a public place in the last year, so having these protections in place will give us avenue for recourse.
The report also targets the symbols of hate.
The proudest day for me will come when we see the ban of the Nazi swastika.
It is a thunderous defeat of the agents of evil who are determined to keep Hitler's legacy alive here in Victoria.
The Premier Daniel Andrews has already strongly hinted that the swastika ban is likely to become law. As for the other recommendations, well, the government says the Labor Party created the current laws and will strengthen them if it needs to. Ben Knight, ABC News.
The economic recovery is smashing expectations, particularly in the most recent quarter.